Maryland is adding jail time as a punishment to violators of a state law requirement that people in authority make a written report of suspected child abuse or neglect. WJZ is live tonight. Pat Warren reports on one notorious case that led to this new law. Pat?
That's right. Advocates push for safeguards against child abuse, and this year they want a big one. It's a case that won't soon be forgotten.
These charges have kept many of us up at night.
Former teacher's aide Deontay Caraway is now serving 75 years for sexually exploiting children. And equally disturbing is that some kids had reportedly gone to teachers about it, but nothing would be done.
2 years ago, Angela Alsobrooks testified on these hearings in Annapolis that when the Deontay Caraway case came up in Prince George's County, she had no remedy to hold those professionals accountable.
That changed in October. Maryland law now requires adults in authority, that includes teachers, youth workers, health personnel, and others, to file written reports under penalty of law.
That a child would say, "This just happened to me," and the adult in authority wouldn't do anything about it there. And by not reporting the abuse, children continue to be abused. And bad people continue to get away with it.
It has long been a pervasive problem throughout the state.
48 states up until now had held their professionals accountable when they failed to report abuse, and we saw it necessary to be able to make that same statement.
For years, these advocates had been making changes to strengthen the mandated reporting system, and this was the last gap to close to enforce accountability.
We trust that they're going to watch our kids and look out for them to make sure that they're not hurt on the playground, that they're getting the best education possible. But when one of the worst things possible happens to these kids, those adults don't act to be able to help there.
Now, failure to comply carries a penalty of up to 3 years in prison and a $10,000 fine. In 2016, Maryland passed Aaron's Law, which has the school systems teaching parents, teachers, and students how to recognize signs of child abuse. I'm Pat Warren reporting live for WJZ.